It's finally happening! A Jurassic Park video game just got announced, and it will take us all the way back to 1993, just after the original incident at the park. Jurassic Park Survival was just unveiled live at the Game Awards, accompanied with an announcement trailer which shows us both pre-rendered footage and actual gameplay footage from an alpha build. Jurassic fans and gamers out there can breathe a sigh of relief. This is what we've all been waiting for. We've got all the details here at Jurassic Outpost, so let's get into it. On December 7th at the Game Awards in Fort Lauderdale, Saber Interactive unveiled Jurassic Park Survival for PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Explore Isla Nublar and face terrifying dinosaurs in this thrilling single-player action-adventure game set just after the events of the iconic Jurassic Park film. Are you as excited as I am? We have been shouting about this kind of game and the demand it has for quite some time, and we even addressed this directly in a previous video where we explored the mystery behind the now cancelled game Jurassic World Survivor. You'll also remember the cancelled Jurassic Park 3 video game of the same name, Jurassic Park Survival. Both games have an interesting backstory that is worth checking out, and it appears ideas from those games have finally morphed into reality. Anyway, I am so excited about this trailer, so let's dive into what we know about the game. Players will take on the role of Dr. Maya Joshi, an InGen scientist who was unable to evacuate Isla Nublar. They'll be challenged to survive an intense mix of first-person stealth and action in thrilling encounters with dinosaurs, each with their own distinct and adaptive behaviors. Players will be able to dive into a lush world full of wonder, mystery, and danger as two species separated by 65 million years comes face to face in an all-new adventure. We heard from the COO of Saber Interactive, Tim Willits, who said, "As longtime fans of Jurassic Park, we're truly honored to embark on this exciting journey. Our goal is to capture the magic and wonder of the iconic film by bringing a blend of long-time development expertise and a genuine passion for the source material." Senior VP of Production and Marketing at Universal Games and Digital Platforms, Jim Molinets, also commented, "We've consistently heard from our fans that they've been waiting for a game to immerse them in Jurassic Park like never before, and well, we found a way. We're excited to finally reveal that the iconic film is coming to life in an all-new video game in partnership with the amazing talent at Saber Interactive, and can't think of a better way to culminate the year-long celebration of Jurassic Park's 30th anniversary than with this thrilling announcement." Saber Interactive are in active development on a number of video games, but some of their now released titles include SnowRunner, an off-road simulation game, World War Z Aftermath, and Evil Dead the Game. All received very positive reviews. They are a development studio based in Florida and are apparently known for 2 decades of development partnerships with AAA publishers, producing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt for Nintendo Switch, Halo the Master Chief Collection, Crysis Remastered, and many others. So let's take a look at this beautiful trailer. It opens up with a beautiful shot from the coastline of Isla Nublar, recreating the iconic shot from the first movie. We cut to a haunting shot, dusk, the waterfall, and the abandoned jeep that drove the survivors to the helipad. We are back on Isla Nublar. The voice of John Parker Hammond echoes over the trailer, and it makes us wonder if the character might narrate portions of the game akin to Trespasser. We then see the jungle at night and tilt up from the crushed Explorer, the one that Tim was in, to look back up at the main road. And up there you can see a Gallimimus run past. The other car sits as it did in the first movie, the lights are still on, with a herd of Gallimimus brushing past it. This couldn't feel more nostalgic. We also see Grant's hat. And then the Visitors Center, abandoned, the lights off, the tropical storm is still battering down on the island. Inside the Visitors Center, and we can see the damage from the final climactic moments in the film. The damage from the T-Rex and Raptor battle litters the floor. The voice of Dr. Maya Joshi reveals that she has been left behind on the island, and we then see her, already injured and holding the large torch seen in the movie. She is being hunted by a Dilophosaurus. She makes her way through the Visitor Center lobby and finds herself in the kitchen, hiding in the same place as Tim and Lex. This shot is particularly great. It's pre-rendered of course, but it looks fantastic. This whole trailer is really cinematic. And this game is truly capturing that creepy nighttime Jurassic look and feel, which I'm so excited. The Dilo makes its way into the kitchen. Another dinosaur species has figured out how to open doors. We get a little recreation of Tim and Lex's movements in the kitchen, and the shot lingers momentarily on the cold storage freezer door. And we know what's inside. We are outside now. Maya runs through jungle ferns, still being pursued by the Dilophosaurus. You can see on her belt the handheld walkie-talkie and a flare too. We think flares will be an important feature in the game, used by the player to distract dinosaurs and evade attacks. In a very similar way to how the Dilophosaurus attacks Nedry, Maya finds herself face to face with the dinosaur, but luckily evades the poisonous venom. She stumbles onto the main road and we see the Jurassic Park gates still lit. It just looks so good. Maya stumbles to the ground, collapsing from exhaustion in the mud. We tilt down to the puddle and the water begins to ripple. Something is coming, and then we see her. Maya can't catch a break. The T-Rex reveals herself, and there's that flare. There it is. There it is. So this was all pre-rendered footage, so it's important to note that it's not gameplay footage and more of a recreation of what the developers intend the game to look like. However, we then quickly switch to actual in-game footage from an alpha build, and we see a first-person action sequence with Maya jumping and moving through a variety of environments and locations. The bunker is here, meaning we'll be able to explore most, if not all, of the locations we see in the movie. And of course, we don't doubt that the game is going to introduce all new locations that we've not seen before on the island. That in itself is a really exciting prospect. And of course, primarily the whole point, we're finally seeing Jurassic Park after the disaster, the abandoned park. Personally, that's something I have always wanted to see. I've always wanted to go back to Isla Nublar, something I've always wanted to explore in a video game form, and Saber Interactive are finally doing it. So a raptor jumps at the player, the T-Rex charges, Jurassic Park Survival. After the main titles are revealed, we cut back to the cold storage freezer, and this time we can hear the terrifying sound of the Velociraptor, and then the door gets pushed open. Wow, what a trailer. I just can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we're here. Okay, so let's explore what else we know about this. We had heard rumblings about this game for a while, and we had heard that the game is intended to be a direct sequel to the first movie, and bring back many of the elements that are missing from the World era films. The game is intending to bring back the survival, horror, and action-adventure side of Jurassic. All dinosaurs seen in the first movie will feature in the game, and it's possible we might even see some new dinosaurs, species that we know were on the island but weren't seen in the film. The developers' goal has been to make the dinosaurs their true Jurassic Park iterations and not rely on the Jurassic World era designs, which are in most cases quite different to their 90s counterparts. Although we should note that the Gallimimus seen in the trailer are actually World era, but that will likely change. We don't know how long this particular instance of the game has been in development, but this concept for a Jurassic game is something that's been explored many times in the past, and most recently with Jurassic World Survivor. We think the various ideas and concepts over the years did eventually morph into what we're seeing now. The game is taking inspiration from Alien Isolation, but it's not going to be a one-to-one recreation, of course. It's becoming so clear that both Universal's game department and Saber Interactive understand the roots of Jurassic Park, and they have heard the various calls from fans on what people want to see in a Jurassic Park video game, and they honestly appear to be delivering that. We have heard that the game is supposed to be a love letter to all fans. No, I really love what we've seen so far. The alpha gameplay looks great already, and the trailer, while pre-rendered of course, was really cinematic. It just seemed to capture that feeling from the original film. I love the way it lingers on the freezer at the end too. Perhaps this raptor is one that ends up hunting Maya in the game. Maybe the game will reveal more raptor nests or even the raptor nest from the novel. We know dinosaurs were breeding of course, so this might not be the only raptor that she has to contend with. Now of course a big question is, will this game be canon? We've heard that yes, it will, but as canon as any of the expanded canon media is for Jurassic. Keep in mind, Jurassic Park and World Transmedia canon isn't as airtight as properties like Star Wars, so don't expect strict adherence to the new elements it introduces if the films ever cross paths with that content, such as new dinosaur designs. And on that note, will the dinosaur species that were on the island but not seen on screen appear? The species that we know about that were on Isla Nublar in 1993 but not seen in the film are the Metriacanthosaurus, the Stegosaurus, Proceratosaurus, the Herrerasaurus, the Baryonyx, and the Segisaurus. If they will, what will they look like? Most have never appeared in any of the films, so it's going to be exciting to see if they do bring these dinosaurs to life, just what they end up looking like. I think this game is planning to take some big steps to expand the lore of Jurassic Park, flesh out the world of Isla Nublar, and honestly surprise us with some new stories as well. There is a lot to unpack here already, and we're all just really excited about this announcement. Many were expecting something to happen at the Game Awards, but I have to admit, I personally had lost a bit of faith that this type of game would ever see the light of day, but here we are. So we got the GTA 6 trailer and now a Jurassic Park Survival trailer in the space of a few days. Wow. So when will the game release? I hear you screaming. Unfortunately, no date has been unveiled. In fact, not even a release year, but we do suspect an early 2025 release, maybe late 2024, maybe June 2024, maybe June 2025, but we'll hear more next year for sure, and hopefully know when it will be time to buy that PS5. So much to talk about, so much to go over. I am on such a high right now looking at this trailer. It just all looks so good. This is the game we have been waiting for, and I can't believe it's finally coming. I'll leave it there for now. What do you think of Jurassic Park Survival? Be sure to leave your comments below, as we love the discussion down there. And thanks for watching this video. We'll be diving into this video game more very soon.